We all know that the mental aspect of Valorant is a very important one, sometimes even more important than aim and game sense. That said, I also notice another very important element that players tend to ignore, which makes bad games even worse. And no, it has nothing to do with getting tilted mid-game because your REYNA decides to lurk mid every round and gets killed, or your Clove saving the smokes the entire round just to drop them in post-plant, giving enemies the most ridiculous timings on you. Instead, let's zoom in a little on the psychological element of Valorant and decode the inner workings of a bad game. We all have those games where it's a complete team diff, and you're exhausted because you decided to insta-lock Omen, and now the enemies are finding the strangest timings on you around your smokes. Yeah, we've all been there. Your lurking REYNA types GGWP and all chat when the scoreboard is only 3-5. All hope is lost, and none of your cheeky tricks seem to be working because enemy duelists see right through your plays. Although I'm not even close to Radiant or a high elo player, making me completely unsuitable to give you advice, by the way, I still have a neat mindset shift trick that I'd like to share with you that has helped me counter the psychological warfare of bad games on my head. And no, the trick is not to not get tilted, play better, aim cleaner, or be of more use to your team. None of that. It's just treating bad games as aim practice, or as I like to call it, ranked deathmatch. You're not supposed to pull this trick out when a comeback is still clearly possible and the team still has hope. It's a contingency for games that are simply unwinnable, and you already know that the outcome is going to involve your RR getting sold. Now, what do I mean by ranked deathmatch? Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. You probably play a few deathmatches or TDMs before your ranked games, right? Treat the super bad games like just another deathmatch. You're already going to lose RR, it's inevitable. Why not make something out of it? Try getting the team MVP when it's a complete team diff. It's definitely worth striving for. You don't need to get over-aggressive and go look for fights like you do in deathmatches. Instead, just try to get into a flow state where you're only focusing on hitting cleaner shots and getting as many one-taps as possible. Turn it into deliberate practice where you're taking your time and not worrying about the outcome of the game because you already know what the outcome is going to be. If you get 361 tapped by a JETT that never seems to stop moving, so be it. If you're lucky, try to duel with the little confidence you have left. Look at what you could have done better in the current round and try to fix that mistake in the next one. Essentially, what I mean is to try to get in as many refs as possible of duels and gunfights. You'll probably lose more duels than you win, but treat the whole thing like exposure therapy, where at some point you won't be afraid to duel anymore because you've been exposed to 100 different duels, and the grit of constant reps starts to replace fear in your head. At the end of the day, you're going to lose some games anyway. Instead of completely losing and selling your RR for nothing, switch your mindset to the idea that you're investing it in the pursuit of improvement. Valorant Ranked is a tedious grind for everyone, and none of us are going to make it out without a few team diffs and throws. Start making something out of those games, and you'll be on your way to being on the other side of the team diff in no time.